Hi and welcome. My name is Larry Rosenthal. I'm on the faculty of UC Berkeley's Goldman School of Public Policy, and I'm here to welcome you to our edX Edge course, Problem Solving in Public Policy, Berkeley's Eightfold Path Approach. The purpose of this video is to walk you through some of the course's features online at edX so you can find your way around and learn some basic information about the course. When you arrive, you'll first enter this course info link, and course updates and news will list for the whole time the course is online our course site instructions to you as the student. Let's walk through those instructions briefly. First, we come to the course text and readings. And the course text is the CQ Press book, A Practical Guide for Policy Analysis, The Eightfold Path to More Effective Problem Solving, 4th edition, by our colleague Jean Bardak. Scrolling back to the instructions, as we go down, there's a section on accessing and navigating course materials. You'll want to read that carefully. It will describe the top of the page ribbon that will allow you to navigate within units, and we'll look at that specifically in this video. Scrolling down further, you'll see features on learning goals. Each of the units will have our learning goals for you and a space for entering some of your own. There's a possibility of speeding up and slowing down video. That's described here. And then moving farther down this list, we have check your work problems and homework, all the information you'll need to do your homework online. Lastly, there's a description of online questions, discussion topics, as well as course feedback. If you scroll down to the bottom of any edX page, as I've just done here on the course info page, you will see a link to FAQ. I'm going to control-click on that link, and it will open the student FAQ, the frequently asked questions that edX has prepared for use of the site generally. When in doubt, navigate your way over to those frequently asked questions or FAQs. They may be of assistance to you as well. Let's move back to the top of the page that we started at. You'll see to the left of that introductory item, Course Info, is Courseware, and that's where all of the substantive pieces of the course exist. All the videos, all the exercises, the entire syllabus of the course is here for you to start with. Let's have a look at a sample unit from the introduction part, opening Thinking in New Ways About Public Problems. When I click on that, it moves me into the beginning of that unit. The first thing I want to show you is this scroll navigation, which is a horizontal ribbon at the top of each page. As you roll your cursor across each of those entries on the ribbon, you'll see drop-down menus that tell you generally what is there. And this particular unit, Thinking in New Ways About Public Problems, which is the very first unit of the course, is representative. Let's look at it carefully. First, we list the learning goals. As we scroll down in that unit, that web page, we've left a couple of spaces for you to enter your own learning goals. These are ungraded, but you can make a recording here of the things that are in your mind as far as what you wish to learn. And in fact, you can then come back to these and edit them and revise them as you go through the course. Scrolling further along, there will be some helpful notes getting you from item to item, and then you'll arrive at the required readings that you'll have to complete for this unit. In addition, in many of the units, we have background material for you to think about if you want to learn more about the particulars, the topics that are covered in that unit. You'll note at the bottom of the page, there is a scroll back and forth item where you can click forward on a right-hand arrow to the next unit, or click backward depending on where you are. And this device at the bottom of each page is exactly the same navigation ability for you as that ribbon I showed you at the top of the page. And again, reminding you, here are those FAQ items at the bottom of each of these edX pages. I'm going just to scroll back to the top, and let's navigate from this Learning Goals introductory part of the unit to the first video page, the first and only one in this unit. It's an interview with a faculty colleague of ours, Steve Raphael, as he introduces public policy analysis with an example about post-incarceration employment programs. And we have some introductory material and then a few videos, part 1, part 2, and then a couple of optional clips in this case, part 3 and 4, or A and B as we've numbered them. And there are 4 videos. Scrolling back up, once you've completed those videos, you can move forward, having done your readings, having completed watching the videos and rewatching them if you care. You would then click over to the Check Your Work problems, which are the homework for this unit, and you'll see a combination of problem types, multiple choice, fill-in-the-blank type problems. Looking at this revealing criminal records question, you'll see 4 choices as an example of the multiple choice format in edX. And once you've chosen your answer, you can either save it, and then the system will save it for your later viewing. Once you're ready to try your one and only submission attempt, you would click on Final Check to determine whether or not you got the right answer. In some of the problems, we've loaded in Show Answer opportunities once you've completed your submission by clicking on Final Check, and you'll be able to compare your answer to the answer that we consider to be correct. And you'll simply scroll through each of these problems, answering them as you go, till you get to the bottom of the page. And once you've clicked Final Check and submitted your answers to the system, you'll show that each one of these indicates that you've used one of your 1 submissions. Now, an example of scrolling forward using the bottom navigation tool. I'll just go to the right of that ribbon using this bottom right-hand arrow, and that'll bring me to the last item here in this unit, which is our discussion space. We have discussion entry spaces for each of these units throughout the course, and it will allow you to post your thoughts, your comments, your questions, and your course feedback using the New Post item. If you want to look at all of the updated discussion threads at any given time, you would navigate back up to the top of the page to use this discussion link, and then that will show you the current status of all the threads that you and your colleagues in this course are posting. You can follow them, you can update your responses to them, you can watch the instructors respond to them to provide some answers and guidance, and over to the right here you can click on receiving updates so you can get an email reminder as the threads you're following are being responded to, etc. That completes this short navigation logistics video. We hope it helps you as you get into the course. We think you'll find a lot of this to be self-explanatory. But anytime you wish to return to the course instructions to review them, you can click on Course Info, or they also live over here under the Overview under Course Logistics right here. Thank you for attention, and thank you very much for your interest in our online course about the Eightfold Path.